So the fires hit, right?
Oh, right.
All of LA is on fire.
Is that what's been happening?
I'm fighting I've got a fire on the coast coming at me. I've got a fire in the hills coming at me, and I've got Ralph from the south who's declared war on me. At least I think he declared war. I don't know.
Does he know he declared war?
That's a good question.
You might want to check in first before, Of the two of them, I can't imagine.
Sponsor.
Yeah. Jesus.
So I've got a 3-front war. Vito war, it just ended. And now I've got Ralph war.
Well, did he make it
on
home
the horizon?
Safe? Are we sure he didn't drive off the cliff?
I'm pretty sure we would have heard about that, or at least felt it.
Burning like a tire fire.
I made the horrible mistake of telling a drug addict no. And if you've ever dealt with drug addicts, the one thing that you must never, ever say is no.
Magic word right there.
So I know this audience, in particular the Reddit, is very fond of Ethan Ralph coming on the show, but I'm afraid that won't be happening again. So I apologize to the Reddit especially for this lack of Ralph of male content. I'm sad, but the time has come for it to be no more. Well, maybe I'll get into that, later. Oh yeah, Milo called me gay.
Well,
I don't know. It doesn't hit the same when the guy calling you gay is on prep. It doesn't really hit. It takes the sting out of it.
Yeah. That's.
His jaw was all clenched up like his asshole should be. Oh, you're gay. Okay, Milo. You might want to either lay on or lay off the diazepam the next time you start calling people. You might want to either go more flamboyant or less flamboyant. I know Milo, I know you've only been straight for a short amount of time, but straight guys calling other straight guys gay is kind of how I grew up. That's kind of how all of us grew up. While you were getting raped by priests or whatever was happening, I was having normal, heterosexual, gay calling each other through all of high school and middle school. That's not quite the spear of destiny that you think it is. Oh yeah, well you're gay. That says a lot more about you with your wife, with your. I'm not saying all transsexual people are mentally ill, but the guy pretending to be your wife is. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say he's just waiting for his turn in the Indian military, man.
Yeah.
Next round of initiations.
Oh yeah, well you're gay. Yeah, I'm sorry that I said no to both you and Ralph, who are both pill addicts. I'm really sorry for that, but I didn't want to spend my Saturday watching a slurring pill fight between a homosexual and a drug addict. No, thank you. Streaming to 400 people. I'm really sorry I couldn't make that happen to you delusional retards, so that a bunch of people who already hate me online had more reasons to dump on Ralph. I'm really fucking sorry that I didn't do that, you flaming queer. I hope, please God, I hope both of you drug addicts with no families will forgive me, the successful family man, for my transgressions against your day of debauchery and babysitting by me. Does that sum it up? Does that sum up what's happening here?
I just want to know who would have left with your catalytic converter.
Milo or Ralph?
Yep, one of them.
I loved you. I think you're wonderful. I thought your stuff back in the day was funny. I was sad at what happened to you. But if you guys are going to... if Ralph War is going to go anything like your war against Nick Fuentes, I don't really know. Tell me when you're done so I know.
You can only ask for so much. You know?
It doesn't have... When you go after a conservative political thought leader by whatever, calling him gay or whatever... All right, I mean, I guess that's what politics is. Going after a deadbeat comedian by calling me gay is not the same thing, guys. I have a bad news for you.
Yeah, spam emails are like that now.
Should we get into Ralph War? I don't know. Is anybody even interested in Ralph War? He cut a promo on me.
How long is it?
I don't know. I didn't listen to it.
How
I
slurred
don't.
is it?
You're not live on Rumble. I know I have all the right stuff on Rumble, but it just didn't work. Watch the promo. Ralph War. All right, let me read some of these comments, then I'll watch the promo.
Dude, it's Ralph War, man. You
Ralph.
extinguished the Vito War tire fire, and now this.
Exactly. Oh, Vito War's over. I can get back to content.
That's what you get for trying to help, man.
I mean, sadly, that is true.
Yep. And then you said no to helping, and now look what you get.
I said no to enabling.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That isn't helping.
They wanted. Oh God, Ralph he's just so fucked up.
Either way,
He's
dude,
just blitzed out of his fucking mind.
it's like we talked about before. You are the center of all. If something's going on in this world, it's your fault.
It's my fault.
your
It is my
fucking fault.
fault.
It's
It's
your
my
fault.
fault.
You said no. All you had to
all I had
do
to
was
do
just
is
let
say
people
yes.
walk all over you. What's wrong with you? Jesus.
All I had to do was what Ralph did: expose my family to Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that works out well.
Always. When has it not?
I wanted to say that when I was like, "Nah, man, I'm out. I'm out. I don't want to do it. That was it. I don't want to do it." He goes, "Why?" It's the drugs. You mean my drugs? Like, oh, okay. There's the addict. I know this. I'm like, you remember in DuckTales? You remember the introduction of Gizmo Duck?
Yes.
You remember that 5-part series?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the climax of the Gizmo Duck introduction when Fenton Crackshell outcounts the computer?
It's coming back.
47,500
Yes.
billion. Oh man, he's walking
Jesus
around
Christ.
fucking accounting, and the computer that's trying to take over the galaxies, got all Scrooge's money, starts fritzing out and explodes.
Classic John Henry story.
If you put me up against a spectrograph for what drugs people are on, that would be me. You've been taking diazepam this morning. You could any autopsy. I'll go. Yeah, you took about 5 grams of fentanyl last night. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're about 4 shots deep. I think that's Makers. That's me. I'm the Fenton Crackshell of detecting drugs. So when I get messages, oh, you mean my? I say, okay.
Dr. Ethan and Mr. Ralph, dude.
I'm just sad. Just bummed by it. Thank God Vito's there, honestly, because Vito is a lot more. I don't know. He's just like.
He's just got a food addiction.
Yeah, he's really like just infinitely tolerant of a lot of shit that I am like not, that I'm frustrated by. Maybe he's not as close to it as I am, but
It shows.
whatever. Yeah, it does. So then Ralph's challenging him to box.
A box of takeout, box of pizza. What are they?
Ralph and Vito are going to get in the ring, and Ralph's going to fight alcoholism, and Vito's going to fight food addiction, and there's going to be a double KO.
Surprised the auctioneer isn't going to get up on stage and try and sell them off to some fucking livestock brokers.
It's going to be a reverse a slave auction. The
soap auction.
I don't. Should I watch the promo?
Why not?
Yeah.
Just fucking.
Yeah. He fixed the Milo rift instantly. I know. Addicts, look, they always find each other to use. It's just the nature of it. Whatever, it's not my problem.
Yeah, it's not real until one of them starts dismantling a microwave in the middle of the street, thinking they can resell it for $20. That's my favorite.
Okay, is this Lemon Saki? This is the Ralph promo. All right, let's see where he's going with this. Oh, I like his face. I feel bad even watching it. It hurts me in my heart. That hurts me in my healthy heart.
I can only imagine how much his heart is hurting, but on a physical level.
Don't ever tell a junkie no.
Oh, you never forgot, did you? Dissing a
Okay, I mean, if your brain is not just, this might as well have a Xanax logo over it. If you can't hear that, like everyone says drunk, but they're slightly different, because drunk people will drunk people will go like a broken wheel. They go talk like
Right.
that. They have a more musical lackadaisical quality to them.
Yeah.
But benzos are monotonous,
Right.
monotone. Dead.
I was thinking Ben Stein. Yeah.
Yeah, like a slow-mo where consonants are slow that you didn't think could be slowed down.
Are we sure he didn't have a stroke or 10?
Legend like Milo Yiannopoulos, why would you even do that? Oh, because the $25,000 Patreon? You know, it's pretty sad when it's all about the money. Look, everybody wants to make money, me included. But it's pretty sad when you dissed out an absolute legend for money. And so you see these scratches on my face. They're not from the fight last night. They're from my cat. But you act like a pussy cat. That's what you act like, motherfucker.
Submerging his phone in gravy.
That's the water's rising in the.
What's going on?
Oh, Ralph, come on! Don't
the
do
water
don't
rising
do
in his
Ralph
head.
wars.
Yeah,
You got to
Jesus.
clean up. Well, he wanted to stream, and God knows everyone knows I love Ralph when he's sober. It's so much fun to talk to when he's sober.
He's on point when he's sober, man.
He's just so much fun. But the last couple times he's called in, last time he was on pills and just repeating shit, and it's rough to listen to. And I feel bad for making people sit through it. And then the last time he was here, he's just blitzed out on weed, smoking too much weed. Like, man, this is not good radio.
It's not very sportsmanlike.
This isn't very Christmassy of you.
It really wasn't.
So I forgot why this time I was like, I don't want to, but maybe he threw out Milo. I'd been putting it off because I'm like dreading, saying no. Like, I don't want to do this. And he threw Milo, and they're like, I fired up his stream to see how he was doing, and it's like he's got his clothes off and he's dancing around. I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
You don't want to be part of that?
Nah.
That doesn't sound fun to you?
No, it honestly does not.
A man who has 6 figures of Pokemon cards? That doesn't sound...
It sounds enabling. It sounds like I'm now being used as a vehicle to get high because I'm going to make content out of it, so it excuses the addiction. And I've started to, as I'm sitting there thinking about, well, how's this intervention going to go? I love Milo and Ralph, and it's fun to talk to them, but they're both fucked up. And if they're both fucked up, it's going to be very vicious and mean, and it's going to be forever. And I don't want to have any part of this. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, well, what are you going to say? What are you going to say for? I'm taking a shower, right? Noel's going to love this. I'm taking a shower, soaping up my my
texting
chest.
Noel the whole time, were you?
Noel hit me up.
Amazing.
He's like, "What did you say?" I said no. I don't like. I'm here in my house. I don't have to do anything.
Is that a brick being built in the bridge to everlasting friendship?
I hope
yet
so.
again?
I want to be friends with Noel again. He's got to ease up on the milk, though. I don't want to be milk. Maybe I'll be milk buddies with Noel.
No, get him some nice cheese.
Get some cheese.
Get him some nice cheese.
So
man.
I thought, I'm in the shower thinking about it. I'm like, thinking, well, you got to get sober for your kids. Like, nothing else matters. But then I'm thinking, am I making content in my mind? Like, what am I doing here? This is not a good thing that I'm doing. This is a bad thing. This is like, I'm thinking in my mind, well, I have like a wife. I want to say like, well, I got like, a wife and kid. I don't want this around my family. But that's not the truth. That's true. But the truth is, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I've been there.
Right?
I've been there plenty of times.
I thought it's easy to say, I don't want this around. It's easy to throw them under the bus, right? I got a little penis that I'm worried about. I don't want this around. I'm trying to have we already, like, our friends' houses are burning down.
Yeah.
It's a stressful time.
Power's going out, man.
Climate change is looting everybody's house, and setting cypress trees on fire.
Cypress Hills.
I don't want to do this, but that's not the truth either. I just don't want to do this.
At least, like, if you're gonna get a new couch out of it, maybe. But
and then I get. I'm not even gonna get into it. I got the reaction I thought I would get. Like, all right.
You just got to start following him around with a drone, dude. And watch him throw shoes at it and shit.
I wonder if I could get that guy, the bum drone
Bums and
guy,
drones, yeah.
to call in.
hope
And then
they can
Milo
now.
comes in. Oh, you're limped. And I'm like, yeah, because I think you wanted to just brutalize. Like, I think that you both wanted to sit in this, and I don't. Like, it's not good.
They just wanted to
people.
kiss in front of you, dude. And you said no? How dare you?
I know. How dare I?
Think of the content you missed out on. Think
And
of
then it
what
was
a legendary moment.
War, total war. All right.
I like how Vito caught a stray, though, of like, hey, let's go out to eat. It's like, fuck you. Be like,
You're
oh.
a pedophile. I'll fight you in the ring. I'll eat you in the ring. I'll fuck your ass in there. He's like, oh, just stop.
Maybe Vito will be a little more buffet shy about it.
Did I play the second one, Lemon? Let me see.
No,
No, there's another one. Okay, let's see here.
Dude, this.
Oh, that was the second one? Ralph, you're giving your kids lifelong trauma with what you're doing. You're setting them up in the worst possible way in their lives. People struggle their entire lives to escape from the trauma that you are causing them on purpose with your decisions. Now, you have to clean up for them for real. You have to go in person to AA. You have to really get a sponsor. You have to really do all of these things. And it's up to you.
This is like the most serious thing to ever happen on this show. Jesus fuck.
And that goes for all of the rest of you that are also drinking too much. It's not an e-celebrity thing. Plenty of normal people find infinite reasons to drink and relapse. And there is no. People's houses are burning down, not literally, not figuratively, but literally all around us. And they manage to not drink. You can too, or do anything. There's always an excuse to do it. The anniversary of whatever, something horrible. Your Pokemon cards don't come back with a 10; they come back with a 9. There's always an excuse. That saying, "Drunk people are sober people talking." It's always annoyed me because it's not true. When you're drinking and you're on drugs, it's just an evil person. It's the evil thing that's in everyone that's devouring them from the inside and making them want to escape from themselves, so they drink, and then that evil comes out. It's not what they really think. It's this reptilian, this dark thoughts inside of everyone that are inside there's more of them in some people than others because they lived through something like this when they were kids a lot of the time, or for whatever reason. It's something that people say who don't struggle with addiction, something that people say to addicts to whip them and bully them into shaping up. Yeah, it's just a sober person talking. So you better not use, or else I'm going to think that that's what you really mean, right? It's just a manipulating thing, which is fine if it works. Do whatever you want, but it's not true. And what's inside Ralph and everyone else who's using is a good person, maybe. But only if you make it that way. It's
Yeah,
not
you
going
get like a good person at best. Like,
It can be inside of you, but you gotta put it there. You gotta stop this. All right. Anyway, I don't know how Ralph Wars are gonna go. I'm worried about Milo.
man.
Now that I have it's like living in this anxiety, thinking someone's gonna go back to using again.
Yeah.
People shouldn't live like that.
No.
And that so many people in this country in the world are, and they take it out on addicts, and they deserve it, but it's just a nightmare. Okay. Ralph and Milo are going to do a podcast
They are.
Yeah,
they
it's
gonna
going
have
to be
any
called
table
Straight and
grapes?
Sober. Straight Sober. That's what the show is going to be called.
As a show of opposites. Wait, which one's straight and which one's sober? Yeah.
Neither.
Well,
Come on, man.
it's like if Vito started a fitness channel.
I asked Vito. I was like, you see how all the 7-10 texts in a row and stuff? You see it happening when someone else is doing it? He's like, yeah, but it's different. When I was doing it, it's because you were doing...
Oh, it's always different when I do it.
Patreon.com/The Dick Show. What was Ralph talking about for money? He's rambling about that Patreon too. Like, what do you...
He just, man... well, it's because it's your fault. Is what it comes down to.
No, it's my fault. So it must be because of the money.
Mm-hmm. It's been the dick and now shit show.
All right.
It is I, the Nigger, and I need you to subscribe to, it says here, Clips